Today on 16-Bit Game Reviews, I make a mess. I see some scary things. And finally, Mr. Krabs threatens to rip someone's arm off for a penny. Hello and welcome. Now, while I was a kid, I grew up with many PC games. In fact, I would be more considered a PC gamer than a console gamer back then because the grand majority of my games were on the PC. Exhibit A, the Splat Pack 5-disc Spongebob Squarepants Employee of the Month. I'm 80% sure that I originally got this in a General Mills cereal product like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Operation Krabby Patty. However, this one I remember the most fondly because it would work most of the time and it was not a bad game. SpongeBob SquarePants Employee of the Month is a point-and-click adventure game where you go and point where you want to go, point at what you want to get, and then you click on it to get it and to do it. That's basically it. There's really no gameplay other than that. There's no platforming. There's very minor puzzles. And that's about it. Nothing too serious. Yes, it does. It involves SpongeBob and friends taking a picture for this game, I think. Then Mr. Krabs gets junk mail of free tickets to Neptune's Paradise. He gives them to SpongeBob for being Employee of the Year. Don't know why it's called Employee of the Month. And then chaos ensues, and then stuff happens. Essentially, the story is SpongeBob going to Neptune's Paradise. Spoiler alert, ending sucks. Now that I'm thinking about it, Mr. Krabs giving away free tickets makes no sense. I mean, we seen Mr. Krabs nearly rip a guy's arm off because he found a penny.
Hey man, he's back! You're crushing my arm!
Unhand that penny or the arm comes off!
For the people looking back onto this looks horrible. It is dated beyond belief, and it could have been done a lot better. For the people looking from the past to the present, however, it looks fantastic. The reason for this differentiation is that games up to this point were all 2D, and when you had 3D games, they were either terrible looking or pre-rendered. It's not very often when you see a game that was rendered on your computer look like this, and it looks very good-ish. The game is very child-friendly, so the scariest thing you'll see is a little snake inside a helmet. However, if you slow down some of the cutscenes and put some scary music in the back of it, you'll find some deep, dark, twisted images, which really make no sense. Like this.
So much joy.
Essentially, you can run this piece of hardware on any Windows-based machine that can have DirectX 8 installed onto it. It depends on the frame rate. So your brand new computer or slightly new computer would be able to go and run this game. I run, played, and recorded this game on Darcy, my brand new Windows 7 custom built computer, which can also play Skyrim. Just think about that. It depends on what part of the game you look at. If you are looking at some of the cheesy effects, like this disgusting one, it's dated. If you're looking at the cutscenes, yeah, they look really dated. That's because you're being drawn to it. That's because you're really looking at it with a fine-tooth comb. But when you're looking at the game itself, when you're walking around the environment, they look gorgeous, they look beautiful. The environments are all more or less hand-drawn like the cartoon show was. So it does look good. However, if you're trying to compare it with something from the same time, this game was made in 2002. The same year, this was released on the GameCube. SpongeBob Squarepants sounds beautiful. The voice dialogue is beautiful. The whole cast revives their roles in the game. So it sounds great. The music, oh my god, the music is fantastic. I mean, there's some which, is unnecessary, but they all sound beautiful, especially for the time. I mean, yes, 2002, they were really trying to push for higher quality, but there were still some cheap PC games like this using MIDI compositions because it doesn't waste as much disk space. Then, surprisingly, this was back in a time where file size would matter because a standard CD-ROM would only take up 700 megs. And when 500 of it was being used by your music files and your audio files, you're going to try to roll back on it and try to shrink it as much as you can. But even after 12 years, it still sounds fantastic. No. No and no. The game is way too outdated for modern day enjoyment. If you're looking for a point and click adventure games, there are many more better games out there which you can probably get for free. For example, Secret of Monkey Island, DOS game. You can either find a way to pirate it or get the good old gaming version of it. It's a better investment than SpongeBob. The only way I would suggest you get SpongeBob is if you're pirating it or you find it at some used games store or at Value Village for a whole $1. That's how much this game is worth. $1 whole. And even then you may be overpaying. If I were you, if you want to find a SpongeBob game in 3D, which sounds and looks amazing, get SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Thank you for watching. Now please give our video a like and subscribe to us. And if you want to know why you should buy SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, please watch our review of it. Link should be one of those images down there, the annotations down there. Also, like us on the Facebook, follow us on the Twitter, please, because you're going to be feeding monkeys. If you like the video, you're feeding monkeys, and if you subscribe, they all get a banana palooza and banana guns, just like in Grand Theft Auto 3. So, if you really want to support us, like, subscribe, follow, another like. Just think about the monkeys. Anyways, thank you for watching.